So, good evening everyone and welcome to part 3 of Unlocking Axel Brodie. My name is Panagiotis and today the good news is we have the next 6 floors which we will duel against our enemies and try to unlock Axel Brodie on floor 22. The bad news is that this is not the whole event, but there will be something more to come on December 8th. So in 2 days after we have completed Axel Brodie, the event will go on until December 15th. And the other good news is that since this event goes till December 15th, we can collect a lot of coins and X jewels in order to not only get the fire and monsters which I need, but also to upgrade Blazing Mars to the prismatic foiling. Yeah, I've returned to the GX world. I've returned to the GX world because I had to look at Jesse Anderson, because I discovered that Jesse Anderson has a skill which could be very useful for me and playing the Crystal Beast deck, which is a deck that I really want to play. But for now I have Dr. Valiant Crowler, and I will use a deck which I built around Grand Maju der Esa with the cards that I have. So I put in some Light Swans, I've put in the Stromberg Castle for me to banish the top cards of my deck if it's needed, if I have a Grand Maju in my hand. And yeah, and then the applicable monsters here. The thing I could do theoretically is to go into Draw Sense Fire with another character, but I found that I don't take that much damage against my opponents, so that I can, yeah. Let's just say that I cannot, that I need to have the Draw Sense Fire, because the only fire monster in my deck is Grand Maju, and literally every time I take 1,500 points of damage, I could draw a Grand Maju immediately the next turn. Yeah, but without further ado, I have collected keys over the course of the last day, and now we are good to go and unlock Axel Brodie. So, as you can see, both of our opponents are weak against water and fire, apparently, even though it is the volcanic shell we're talking about. Sparks, interesting. Another Sparks, that's also interesting. Yeah. But I think that's more or less it. So let's just go and proceed with our thingies here. So we'll take a Lumina in our hand. I think I milled a wolf. Didn't I mill? Oh no, I had wolf in my hand. Then activate Soul Release to banish the useless cards in my graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Grand Maju now has 2000 attack, at least for now. Can just go in normal summon Grand Maju and go into the battle phase. That's how easy it can be. I don't know, the first 3 stages of this duel won't be that difficult, but nevertheless one should be careful, because last time I almost screwed it up with Christia. and thank God I had the Lunalight Fox with me, and everything went fine. Because without the Fox I wouldn't have been able to go over Christia, and either it would have been a deck out or I would have lost the duel. Yeah, now just for safety measures, banish the polymerization. That's okay. And just attack with Grand Mage de Aza. For me, Grand Mage de Aza in real life is a deck which I very much adore. I really like this deck, and since it got the support of Gizmic Orochi and other cards over the years, especially with Necroface coming back at 3, this was maybe the key to unlock all of the potential of a Grand Mage deck. It's just a beat zone. If you have Grand Mage in your hand and you have a clear or safe environment to pull off Grand Mage de Aza, then you almost certainly win the game, which is really nice. So now, without any set cards or so, we can activate Glyph. Search is Stromberg, but before we activate Stromberg, I need to get myself a Lumina. I won't activate the castle yet, because it would be very dangerous, because if we don't draw the Grand Mage, then we have a big problem. My aim is to gather up some monsters, strengthen my lion, and just win these duels as fast as I can. Because now you see 4,000. A volcanic blast. When its card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard by battle, you can place one volcanic monster on top of the deck. Nothing that spectacular, as you can see. We're just taking a little bit of damage. 300 points, 200 points. Oh, our opponent has declared a battle. That's okay. I just eliminate Eren and destroy his monster. Yeah, and now we just go on with everything else, just mill a bit, and as you can see, we don't even need something big to pull it off. Now, I mean, we could just tag, but I just want to make some extra damage with Black Rosen. Black Rosen won't activate his effect and just attack. If it has something, then it's okay, we can recuperate, but I think that's more or less the case. Yeah, so we got our 5 extra points. We got an Archfiend of Gil for Archfiend of yeah, no, it has another name. It was one of Merrick's monsters. It gains, during each standby phases, it gains, I think, 600 or 700 attack. Is a tribute monster. Yeah, so we're at floor 18. I pressed the auto duel just to see what we will do, what we will get, but it looks really nice, so I say, yeah, just do a solo recharge. The problem is we didn't send a Raiden to the graveyard, which is unfortunate, but we have a Castle of Stromberg, we have a Lumina, which we can use. Afterwards, just dump the Droning Mirror for special summon Minerva. I mean, we can only activate the Castle of Stromberg once, so no matter how much we mill or how much we will do, that's obvious. Now we got a Raiden in the graveyard, which is really nice. Now we got an Aaron as well. Now we just dump Lumina to special summon the Raiden. I hope that one day Trishula comes out and I can get a little bit more support for my Light Swan deck, especially now. Trishula would have been pretty nice, just banishing and then dealing massive points of damage. Now just attack with Minerva. The final wave, I want to see what it is. Okay, Volcanic Slicer, and that's it. So everything that needed to be banished got banished. I just activate Michael's effect. I have the life points to do so. Just let Grand Maju deal the 12,000 points of damage. $60 gems for leveling up, really nice. This will bring us closer to completing to finish opening the other set. Oh, we have a castle guard. Can duel that. Doesn't cost us any keys. And yes, this will be a longer video, like I mentioned in the previous one, because I want to enjoy it. It's the last step to unlock Axel Brodie. Axel Brodie is one of my favorite characters ever. So yeah, I think you all get the point. So sets a card face down. We drew everything we need. We have Ledger of Ledgerman in our hand. We have Soul Release. We have Castle of Stromberg, which I will activate immediately. Then go with Raiden, activate Raiden's effect, activate Ledger of Ledgerman to banish the top 3 cards. Afterwards I just go into the battle phase. The more cards I have in my graveyard, the easier it will be for me to play Grand Maju, which is really nice. Okay, it's summoned. Yeah, I know we have 2 Grand Maju de Aesas. That's pretty dang good. So, just normal summon our Grand Maju de Aesa. Afterwards, activate Soul Release. Banish the useless cards in our graveyard. I just banished 3, which is okay. Could have banished more, but that's okay. I won't activate Raiden's effect because I need the cards, because these are 3 waves. Now let's see if our opponent won't turn his cards in defense or attack position. So now we have 2 Grand Majus. Look at the damage we are dealing right now. Okay, 6,000 life points. This is what? This is a Doom Dozer. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, send the top card of their deck to the graveyard. Nothing that spectacular. Now we get the 3 cards which we banished from the Ledgerman. That's okay. It's no problem. Now what we can do is to... okay, I cannot summon Michael. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I'll just attack with Grand Maju, I suppose, because that's enough damage to kill the bug. So, get some items. Floor completed. We only got 90 coins. Now, as we go higher and higher, the key cost will be a bit more and more and more. So we have to watch out how we play. But this shouldn't be a big issue. I mean, we only get some sparks. We have a volcanic shell, which is probably the worst of all monsters I had to face right now. Good. Yugioh and Majus if you want to, but I don't think that this is necessary. I just go pick up Lumina and I will, let's just say I want to Black and Rosen this duel here. So I will dump Minerva, special summon my copy of Lumina, and now I have to hope that I don't mill a wolf. That's okay. Afterwards I dump my Grand Mage Daeza to special summon my Raiden. Go into Black and Rosen. That's okay. No, I won't activate Black and Rosen's effect. Just go and deal a bit of damage. So apparently we will lose our Lumina, that's fine. I have no problems with that. Hopefully I will get, yeah, now we got a wolf. That's not a big problem. Go into Black and Rosen. Yes. And our turn, Eren will mill. Yeah. As long as we don't mill soul release, everything is fine. Okay, now we have Castle of Stromberg, but since we only have 11 cards, that doesn't suffice. There's Castle of Stromberg to stay in the game to banish my top 10 cards. Yeah, but we got the win. 19th floor, I think, is done. Now we only have excuse me, 3 more floors to complete, and we would have Axel Brodie unlocked. I'll just go again with the auto duel just to see what it can do. I mean, I think you saw that this isn't a very difficult duel. Okay, you get the glaive, so he will draw Volcanic Shell. Don't mind, to be honest. The only thing I do mind is that this Autobot duels a little bit. Yeah, let's just say it is really weird how this deck duels, because we also need to conserve our cards for the next opponent. I cannot go deck out just like that. That would be catastrophe. Vanish with Legend of Legend Man. Okay. That's precisely what I want them to do. But now we only have 2 more steps till Axel Brodie. Yes, I will make it a last auto duel for that, and afterwards the last floor I will have to do it by myself, just to make sure that nothing goes wrong. Yes, that's a hand. That's a big hand, and that's a bad. This is a very bad strategy right now from the Autobot. This is really bad. Yeah, I think I'll just do it by myself. In the previous video I played. It is really bad to see something like this happening, but I can't do much different. Let's just say that the Autobot doesn't conserve you and doesn't play the way you want to. But that's unfortunate. But that's something we have to deal with. Now I will, I think I will Blacken Rosen, just because I need the cards in my deck. That's the more obvious reason I won't Blacken Rosen the field. Just want to Blacken Rosen for a bit of damage. Yes. I just don't want to mill anything anymore, so I just go for damage. 500 points of damage, I don't care. Discuss Turbo Battle sent to the graveyard to inflict 500 points of damage. Oh, what is this? Volcanic Hammer. I will activate Utopia's effect to just negate the attack, and now I can go for game. Attack with Utopia, and then attack with Blacken Rosen. So, second to last floor completed. Now we will go on and unlock the Axel Brodie. I'm really excited. It's unfortunate that I don't have a face cam to record my reaction, but I am really excited about this. This is something I've been waiting for a very long time in Duel Links, and now it is close to happening. And as you can see, at the end we will have to face the volcanic Doomfire, so now we have to play really carefully. I need a Grand Maju in my hand ASAP. I don't get the Grand Maju, but I have a Goliath, which is okay because I can now pop his back row. Just have to play a little bit conservative to be honest, and very carefully. If I don't play this carefully, then I will have a lot of trouble dealing with that. Okay, we only draw Light Swans, that's okay. Let's go in normal summon Raiden. I won't activate his effect, but I will do a Gagaga Samurai. And that's another thing. I won't use Black Rose Dragon right away, just because if I use Black Rose Dragon right now, then I won't have his effect in the situation I would have gotten in. Let's just say if Volcanic Doomfire comes out on the field and I don't have anything to defend myself or destroy Volcanic Doomfire, then I'm done for. Just okay. I have wait a minute. I have a material. I think that's the last material of Gagaga Samurai. That's okay. And another problem is, okay, we have 30 cards in our deck, but our opponent has 60. And already we are facing the Volcanic Hammerer. I'll just set the Drowning Miracles and end my turn. I won't do anything until I draw a Grand Maju Daeza or something similar to that. For now everything is fine, and now we drew a Grand Maju Daeza. That's nice. So I will have at least 4,000 points of damage which I can deal. Now I will normal summon my Lumina. The Lumina I will dump. I think I'm done for Raiden. Special summon for Raiden. What is this? Oh, Okay. I did not expect that. Then I will just deal 1000 points of damage. For now I have the safety of the Stromberg Castle, which is quite good. Vassal, that's okay. It's a special summon, which I am quite okay with. Another Grand Maju. Yes. So I will activate Lumina, dump the Ehren to special summon Raiden, but I can't do that apparently because I have to, yeah, and that's a big problem right now because I will only have 2 turns left. Hopefully this, yeah, this is a volcanic shell, that's okay. Just go with that. We have to avoid at all costs going into the end phase in this turn, because if we get into the end phase then we have a big problem. Okay, Fiendish Chain, that's really nice. I just normal summon my second Grand Maju and immediately go into the battle phase. If I mill with Lumina, then it is more or less over. Now we'll have the Volcanic Doomfire. I have to read the effect. No, not that. During your opponent's battle phase, your opponent must attack this monster with any attack position monsters they control. When this card destroys a monster and sends it to the graveyard, destroy monsters your opponent controls and inflict 500 points of damage. So thank God we drew the Fiendish Chain, because without the Fiendish Chain we would have had massive problems. So let's see. Fire Spirit, that's okay. I have no problem with Lumina going into the graveyard. Yeah. Volcanic Doomfire doesn't attack, so I think this is over. This is game. I mean, can add 1 Iron Hands when it comes with, yeah, blah blah blah. That's okay, because if everything goes according to plan, we have officially unlocked Axel Brodie. Yeah, this was a bit tricky, but thankfully we managed to pull it off safely without having to suffer a defeat. And now let's enjoy Axel Brodie. Power that people want and the power that people ignore. Courage of my friends, and that gives me more strength, so I will never allow the darkness in my heart to break me. Yes, and we officially unlocked Axel Brodie, and we got the Volcanic Doomfire. Oh, it is not included in his default deck. You can add Volcanic Doomfire in his main deck by using the skill Volcanic Burning deck. Yeah, the problem with unlocking the characters nowadays is that in their default decks they do not include the ace monster of the characters anymore. This began with the Synchro era because they saw that every monster they would include in the extra deck, which mainly would have been, yeah, Stardust Dragon, Red Dragon Archfiend, Ancient Fairy Dragon, Power Tool Dragon. These cards would have been too strong for getting them just by unlocking the characters, so they made skills out of that so that it won't be that easy to be used, which is unfortunate, but that's how Duel Links works right now. They want to get you to open packs and build your character from the complete bottom. So this is something we knew that would happen. Sparks, Hinotama, Hefayaru, Flame Manipulator, Flame Viper. Yeah, a default deck without any big cards. So, at the beginning of the duel, add 2 Volcanic Shell, 1 Volcanic Doomfire, 1 Blaze Accelerator and 1 Tri-Blaze Accelerator to your deck. In addition, you can use following effects once per duel. Can be used during your next turn after you have activated Blaze Accelerator. Add a Tri-Blaze Accelerator from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Can be used during your next turn after you have activated Tri-Blaze Accelerator. Add 1 Volcanic Doomfire from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Okay, that's a big boost, to be honest, and I think this is the skill you want to play with Axel Brodie mainly. But until I get the needed cards, I have to rely on my luck, to get the cards I need. And as you can see, nothing happens. Even my X-Duel rewards are really bad. I can't seem to get any hollows. Ah, now we got one, and that's a Cannoneer. I don't want a Cannoneer, I need the monster that shuffles cards back into the deck, but I cannot get it. I can't get any foils. Why not? What did I do to you to not be able to get any foils from the lottery? I only got 1 foil with 70 chances. That's a really bad thing. I don't like that at all. I think this game screws me a little bit. I don't know why. Is it really that bad with my luck? I don't know. I really don't know. But it is quite, let's just say, quite annoying. And to redeem myself, I think I will just open the where is it? The Shining Hope, in hopes for at least some foils that I need, or 1 foil that I need. Let's just see if my luck is bad or really bad. Okay, we got a trap, and it's, oh yeah, a Satellanova Alpha. That's really nice. Okay, at least we got the Satellanova Alpha to include it in the Saturnite deck. And we have yet to pull the Finnish Chain, the Altair, and potentially the 3rd Eren. So, and without any further ado, I will do one last thing, and that's to go into the Duel Studio and show you something which I haven't shown you yet. In the deck editor, and where is it? Yeah, Human Astral is my first character in Duel Links that I have maxed out completely, and the biggest reason for that is that Human and Astral have a skill which fits in almost every single deck that I can play with the cards I have, and that is Duel Fuel. Duel Fuel is, I think, the only skill attributed to only one player, I think, besides Destiny, Yugioh and some other skills. But let's just read it. Can be used the turn you begin with lower life points than your opponent. Gain 1000 life points. You cannot imagine how much this has helped me to not only go further into with the ranked duels, but also unlocking and collecting some of the cards, maybe better said, some of the best cards that I have here. Without this skill, my inventory would not have been that complete and would not have been that huge in quality for me to show it to you all, guys. Without Duel Fuel, I wouldn't have been able to build the Blue Eyes deck. Without Duel Fuel, I wouldn't have been able to build the Aroma deck. Without Duel Fuel, I wouldn't have been able to build the Light Swan deck you see. Yeah, and without Duel Fuel, I wouldn't have been able to collect and hope for a deck which is very, very much used in the current Duel X era, and that's Septembernet. That's the last thing I want to show you in this video. Duel Fuel is pretty badass. It is the skill I think is the second most powerful skill, which is legal, because we have also very, very strong skills which are currently unfit for usage. But for the ones which are legal, Duel Fuel is second, to my opinion, behind the Destiny draw, which is held by Yugioh. Yeah, that's a bit of a story behind all of the platform that I have built around my characters and Duel Links. And I just say that without Duel Fuel, perhaps some of the videos you have seen right till now wouldn't have been possible. Yeah, but for now, I hope you enjoyed the video. We have come to the end of the DD Castle quest. I won't do a video on the further stages of this castle, but when I get the pieces to build a volcanic fire deck, and then I will try to go into some ranked duels with that, just to see how it works against other decks. But for now, stay positive, stay safe, and stay tuned for the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links videos. My name is Panagiotis, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.